love, sex, desire, drama, lovers, and the others. And we talk about it all here on Relationship Rhetoric. Greetings and welcome to Relationship Rhetoric. I'm your host, unapologetically Angela, and on the show today we have the beautiful Ellen Butterflyy.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, well, thank you.
I really met her indirectly. She was putting on a panel.
Yes.
And Tundria reached out to me and said, there's somebody looking for somebody just like you. And so when she connected me with her, I just started going on her page and reading about it. I was like, okay, a nice kindred spirit. Then I got to meet her in person, higher energy person, no filter. And that I appreciate and love just in us as women. So
Yes.
Once again, nice to meet you and thank you for being on the show.
Of course, I appreciate it. I do.
So we're going to start because once you hear her talk, those that don't know, you know she's not from here. So what brought you or led you to Memphis?
What led me to Memphis is I have a daughter. I have an ex-husband. We were married 17 years. He's a good cat. But we have a son and a daughter that's older, 26, 25.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have an oops baby, and she was 10. And I'm like, oh, no, this Negro that moved to Memphis and think he not going to help me raise this baby. That's not about to happen. So I packed up my baby and his baby, and we came to Memphis.
Okay.
And I was like, we need a place to stay. He said, you can't stay with me. I said, yes, sir. Until I find a apartment, I'm staying here because this is your kid. So that's how I got to Memphis. So I can have help raising my daughter, and her father, because I think children need their parent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how was that transition?
It was good because I was going through some stuff with my current husband, and it was time for me to make a move anyway.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I got one bag for me and one bag for her, and we came to Memphis on the one-way ticket. We're on the train. We've been here ever since.
And how old was she?
She was 9 at the time.
Wow. And how old is she now?
She's 13.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So a good 4 years.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so talk about, and I love New Orleans, talk about growing up in New Orleans and where you were and that part of you.
I'm from the Ninth Ward, and I try and make a point of being accurate because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm from the Ninth Ward. People say, nah, I'm from the lower Ninth Ward. I'm from Cutthroat City, call it Cross the Canal. Mm-hmm. Born and raised. I'm an only child, and I grew up in, I guess what people would say, a low social environment, as they would say. But my mom worked for Bell South, and so I traveled extensively. My friends laugh at me because they say, you come out the ghetto, but you not ghetto. Why? I said, I don't know why, but I know my mother, she took me everywhere around with her. She made sure I had culture in class. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I lack it, but I have it in me. So, but yeah, that's why I grew up in New Orleans, and it's always going to be home. Always going to be home. And I was there until Katrina came, and I hadn't had no inkling that I would ever be anywhere other than New Orleans. But after Katrina came, I moved to Texas, and let's say within 3 days of the storm, I realized that I wasn't going to go back home. I didn't know where I wanted to be. Mm-hmm. But I knew I didn't want to be in a big metropolis. So I wound up buying 3 acres of land and a 5-bedroom house in Huntsville, Texas.
Okay.
So I was there until my son was in 11th grade. He said, Mom, I want to go back home and graduate. So I went back to New Orleans, let him graduate. Then I came back to Huntsville. Mm-hmm. So Katrina made me a transient almost.
Okay.
Because I would have never thought of going anywhere to live. I mean, even after I had traveled all over, I would have never gone anywhere else. So then I wound up coming to Memphis. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
So let's talk about relationships.
Yes,
So how many times have you been married?
twice.
You've been married twice.
Yes.
How was that? Let's do marriage number one.
Marriage number one, that's my children's father. We had 17 years of good, in a decent marriage. But he was 20 years older than me. We got married at 19. I was 19 and he was 40.
Wow.
And so after Katrina, he said that you always told me that we should leave the relationship the same way we came in. He said we came in as friends and we should leave as friends because it looks like the older I get, the younger you get. He said, and I don't want to feel that way every time you go out with your friends, every time you do something. I don't want to feel like, that you're never coming back. Could have been an excuse that he already had a woman somewhere here in Memphis because, he's from Memphis, born and raised. Can't trust Memphis men, but anyway. He probably already had something going, but I was like, okay. I said, well, we should leave out the same way we came in. And so, divorced him, married my high school sweetheart.
How long was the gap? Okay.
Several months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Several months. It's a 7-month gap because I think I'm a spiritual person. I know, religion. We have religion in our life, and I've always been told and groomed that if you want the cow, you gotta take the whole shebang. You got to marry. And I've had never shacked, so that was not my thing. Shacking was not my thing. So my high school sweetheart came. Can you give me another chance? Da 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 da. And me like a fool fell for it. And he had a history of drug abuse. And I knew that going in. But I decided that my love for him was greater at that time. And so I married him in spite of, he had been clean like 8 years. So I married him. And then, I'm going to say, Friday was our 10-year anniversary, but we've only technically been together 2 years. So this marriage is really, it's just a marriage on paper. And I'm just trying to, hold on to the friendship part of it.
Do you mean the Friday that just passed?
Yes. I've been married 10 years the Friday that just passed. But we've only been together 2.
Wow.
Yes.
Is this the youngest child's father?
No, all my children for the first.
From the first. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, wow.
Wow.
Okay, so the second marriage, as far as the 2 years, the drugs, just you couldn't take it, or did it take over?
The drugs took over, and I lost my best friend because he always was my best friend. Even though I was married, we still were best friends from 16. He's my first everything. Always can call him, always count on him. But the drugs took over, and it just got out of hand. It got to the point where I was worrying more about covering for his tracks. And then my health got affected. I had a stroke when I was 38 and had to learn to walk again. So I was like, nah, I'm not about to do this. Love don't do this. So it's like, nah, I got to move on.
Okay. So from there, where were you then? Were you in Texas? Were you in New Orleans?
I was in New Orleans.
You was in New Orleans. Okay, so in this 2 years and you've realized, okay, I can't do this anymore, what's the plan?
The plan was it drug on until 4 years ago when I decided to come to Memphis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you got here, you knock on baby daddy's door. What happened? Okay, so you say he would not let you stay?
Oh, yeah, he let me stay. He had no choice.
Okay.
I have a baby for you. I had 3 for you. So you have no choice but to let me stay.
And how long did that?
I was there maybe about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Because he had a girlfriend, so they had to let me stay.
Okay. But it wasn't long, drawn out, and all that other. Okay.
No.
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
And I had no intention of sleeping with him. He has no intention of sleeping with me. We passed that, in our life. Sometimes people don't realize that you can get past that.
Absolutely.
Where you can just actually be friends and be amicable and not have anything else going on.
I agree with you totally.
Yeah.
So where is your mind? So you've 2 marriages. You're here in Memphis. what are you thinking about relationships, or as far as your relationships with men at that time?
At that time, first of all, I had given up on love. I was like, I'm not about to fall in love. But, I'll do this lust thing for a minute. I think me and lust gonna get along much better than me and love. So my mindset was that I'm not gonna give my all to anybody ever again. And I think that works for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that works real well for me.
Okay. So in that, you don't feel like at any point that you're lacking something?
Of course, I think I lacked something in the first marriage and definitely in the second marriage. I'm like, well, I can't get, a man that's just going to be honest and tell me the truth about what's going on in his life and in his head. Why am I failing that marriage? So, and that's when 2009, I wrote a book. So 2011, I published my book. And it's just chronologized the fact that we do fall in love and we do lose ourselves in the process of trying to regain yourself in order to move on. Yes.
Let's see.
That's my book. This is my baby. If you change the words, you change the meaning, an addict struggle to let go.
Wow.
And it actually has to do with codependency, because I felt like I was codependent. No, I felt like I was codependent. I realized I was codependent in that last marriage. So writing this book was therapy for me. And so now that's what I do. I write. Writing is therapy.
Okay. So you don't just write, though. You are a motivational speaker.
Yes.
You put on events, and you are a poet.
Yes.
Okay. How does all of that help and tie in?
Just into the fact that I'm creative. I've always been a creative. From a little child. My grandfather would say, you give her one word and she's going to come back and tell you this elaborate story. She's just the best storyteller. And it was like at 3 years old, he's like, yeah, we got to watch her. And my grandmother called me Miss Hollywood. I'm going to interject this. She called me Miss Hollywood, and she's 87. So they came about a month ago because there was supposed to be a storm in New Orleans. And so she's in dementia. I don't know what stage of it. She's something else. So I was like, Mother. I said, you know what? I can't remember, but I was rambling off a story. She said, girl, you still telling stories. I told my mom, I said, I thought y'all said she had dementia. But she remembered. She said, you still telling stories. I'm Miss Hollywood. So I've just always been a very creative person. And I find that in being creative, I was able to maintain my sanity. Sometimes we hold and bottle stuff in. And when I tried to hold and bottle stuff in, then I was losing my mind. Absolutely. Versus, no, I got to say something. I got to get on a mic. I have to write. I have to do something that's enriching and encouraging for me as a person. Absolutely. So a lot of times when people see you putting on shows or they see you getting on the mic, they think it's for them. It's not. The last person is in the world is for this room full of people. It's for me. It's for my fulfillment.
Absolutely.
That's just the way I fulfill myself.
I agree with you totally. I agree. So out of all of the things that you do, which one do you feel like is the most fulfilling, or do they all fill certain voids?
Well, my most fulfilling thing in life is being a mother. There's nothing greater than that to me, being a mother. After being a mother, I would say writing. Okay. I love to write. Writing is my thing. So poetry is my probably least favorite thing to do, to get up and perform in front of people, because to me poetry is just really, really personal. And so I don't really have to perform it. When I came to Memphis, I was introduced to the scene, but it took me a while before I got up on the mic. And then everybody think I'm just an erotic poet. I'm not. It's just that I realized that they won't say shit that's on their mind. And so when I got to Memphis and I started looking at life differently in relationships, and I have a love affair for younger men. So I was able to write more about my experiences.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're putting on a show.
Yes, I am.
And it's in February around Valentine's Day.
It is.
Let's talk about the show.
Okay.
Give them the title and give them clarity on the title.
Okay. The show is called Cupid's by Burlesque.
Okay.
B.I. Burlesque. And there was no specific thing that drawed me to that except for the fact that I like themes. Like the panel you was on, Divas, Do's, and Dashikis. I just love themes. And so when I come up and there's a play on words, then I'm like, okay, yeah, well, that sounds good. So I always come up with a theme, right? And then I just work it into my imagination and what I can see it as. Bi burlesque means that it's men and women performing. Nobody has to have a perfect routine. It's just whatever they feel like doing. It has nothing to do with people's sexual orientation. Yes, we have heterosexual and we have people of the LGBTQ community. But at the end of the day, that's kind of like the least thing that I want them to be able to take away from this event.
Absolutely.
I want them to be able to take away just the evening of entertainment and opening their mind, because burlesque is just about sensuality and sexuality. And so many of us are not comfortable with our sexuality. And so when we're not comfortable with our sexuality, we have no business being sexual with other people. And people don't believe that, but that's the truth. You have to be comfortable with yourself. If you're not comfortable with yourself, you will never be comfortable with anyone else.
Absolutely.
And relationships can't work. A lot of relationships fail, and people say, oh, it failed because of this, that, and that. And a lot of people downplay sex and intimacy and sexuality. But it's so important that we know how to express ourselves with our mate and with other people.
Absolutely.
So until we do it ourselves, though, we can't do it with nobody else.
Absolutely. So tell us when is the event? Where is it going to be?
The event is Sunday, February 11th.
Okay.
It's from 6 to 9. And it is going to be at the Kukatana African American Museum.
Say that one more time.
The Kukatana African American Museum.
What's the address?
I have no idea. It is on Firestone.
Okay.
It's on Firestone, but I think it was formerly the New Chicago Community Development Center, if they know where that's at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Breed Love in Firestone.
I know exactly where that is.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
So putting on events. How did you get involved in doing that? Was this something you just wanted to do? How long you been doing this?
Since I've been in Memphis, I've put on at least 2 events a year.
Okay.
Prior to coming to Memphis, I still have a catering business I've been having since I was 20. So I always put on events. It's just everything had to do around, I started out doing like staff meetings. I used to work for the city doing social work. And then when I got laid off, I was like, I need to make some money. And I always watched those people every month. They would come in there and feed us. I'm like, how much money are these people making? They were making good money. So then I started a catering business. And from there, I started doing like balls and weddings and stuff like that. So I've been putting on events for well over 20 years.
Okay.
And I'm coming here in Memphis and trying my hand at just a few things. And I just want to grow from it. You know, I don't want to be stuck and confined to one area of putting on an event. I want to be able to host different things to capture different audiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier that you received a little controversy about putting on the burlesque show. Is this something that you want to dabble in, or is this just something personal?
It's just something personal for me at this time. I mean, I've come up with a stage name called Bayou Black. Just in case somebody want me to do something else, you know.
But you would be willing to dance if there were other burlesque troupes or in the city?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Because I'm okay, and then I'm a thick girl. I'm a big girl, so I mean, I'm comfortable. You know, when I was little, I was comfortable. Now that I'm bigger, I'm really comfortable in my skin.
Gotcha.
Although by the time the burlesque come, I want to be lost like 15 pounds. I don't want to shock the world all at one time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's something that I can be interested in. But right now, it's just something I'm putting on for myself and, you know, just for my enrichment.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So we're gonna switch back a little bit. If you could describe the guy that would be perfect for you, what would be some of the top 5 things that he would have to have?
My perfect imperfect man would have to be supportive. I need a man that's supportive of whatever I do, because I'm gonna be supportive of everything he does. You know, if it's something that's gonna build and enrich him as a man and me as his partner, then that's what I want to do. Support is very important. I need a man that's honest. Tell me what you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't have me trying to figure this out. If you want a threesome, tell me you want a threesome. You know, if you want to be with a man, tell me you want to be with a man. I don't need to find out that you are incapable of being truthful with yourself.
Right.
I don't need to find it out. Let me know from Jump Street, and that way I can say, well, I'll be involved or I'll decline.
That's right.
You know, so yeah, I want honesty. I want a man who is a free thinker. I don't need you to come and tell me what your friend doing, or your friend have in his house, or what he don't have. I need you to be a free thinker. I need you to come and say, you know what, this is what I'm thinking, and I don't need it to be a copy of what anybody else has done. I need you to be original with it. You know, I don't need you to be a mama's boy. You know, I don't need every time you need something go wrong, I need you to go to your mom. I need you to figure it out. You know, some men, I'm running my mama. Well, your mom is there to support the man that you should be.
Right.
She's not there to encourage you. And so many mothers, we fall into that realm of just not wanting to see our babies fall.
Right.
But if they never fall, then they won't never know how to get up.
That's true.
And so we have to kind of take responsibility for these men that we're not raising to be men.
Right.
So I want a man that's handy. I want a handyman, a roustabout. I like a roustabout man. You know, I don't know. You know what a roustabout is, right? Yeah. I want a man who can change a tire.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
I want a man who, when I'm saying I need you to do something, you gonna get the ladder and we gonna do it.
That's right.
I don't need you to call a Rhetoric every time something go wrong. I need you to figure this out for me. You know, let's try this together. If I gotta get down in the mud with you, I'd rather get in the mud with you than for you to be incapable of putting together 2 and 2 together and figuring out how something goes.
I got you.
And the last thing, and I hate that this is the 5th thing, but the last thing that I'm looking for in a man is love. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. But it's the situation. My mom always say, find a man that loves you more than you love him.
I hear that all the time.
And you won't have to worry about it. And I have men that fall in love with me quickly, but they're just not the right fit. So I'm like, you know, I'll marry you today. I know you would, because I'm a good woman. But nah, you have to be honest with yourself. Be loyal to yourself. Be supportive. You know, and it's just hard to find.
Yeah.
It's hard to find. And I don't need you 100%. You know, some people, I want a man to be 100%. I'm not 100%, so how I want him to be 100? You know, right. I don't have 100%. I am perfect in nothing. In nothing. So why should I expect any more from this imperfect human being? You know, but if you have the support and the honesty, guess what? The love gonna automatically jump into its place. So although it's my 5th thing, if all of those other things are there, the love automatically gonna be there. So I ain't got to worry about it. So I'm not gonna ask you, love me? Can you love me? No, I'm gonna let him figure that out. Because if I gotta ask you if he gonna love me, guess what? He don't love himself. Because you don't have to ask nobody if they gonna love you. Or you gonna be faithful to me? You ain't gotta ask nobody if they gonna be faithful to you. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way life works. When a person meets you, they talk to you, y'all sit down and have a conversation, they know You know,
Right.
if they're gonna do all of those things right by you, or if they're gonna do all those things wrong by you. So I just feel like, yeah, I'm not looking for no perfect man. There is none.
I got you.
I ain't no perfect woman. So I got a hell of a lot of flaws. But I bring versatility and spontaneity and laughs to a relationship, and I bring humility. I'm a humble spirit, you know, because I believe that you either have to be humble or you will be humble.
Absolutely.
So, and I have been humbled in my life, so
Absolutely.
therefore I know how to treat people with humility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of your 3 children, what characteristic that you have as a mother do you see in each one of them?
None of them 3 dummies.
None of them have anything.
I don't. Somebody said you got your children 3 dummies. 3 dummies. Sometimes y'all 3 is dummies. I never seen. My son is very smart. Graduated valedictorian. Ain't got an ounce of common sense. Do you hear me? He's straight book sense. You ask him what color the sky. Oh, it's protocol blue. Nigga, the sky is just blue. You know what I'm saying? It's just blue, son. We not about to do this. You know? My 26-year-old daughter, she probably need a little check or something, but she thinks she's, you know, mentally she thinks she all that. I say, you're not all together lovely upstairs, honey. You need help, you know, because she keeps stuff out of there. Beautiful girl, beautiful spirit, and so you know what? You're right. The 13-year-old is like me. Yeah, her daddy said, you crazy as a rule lizard, just like your mom. But I would have to say my baby, because she's a creative person. She's outgoing. She's fun. She's lovable. I'm just trying to get her to work on staying transparent, because she's at the age now where, you know, she can try and sugarcoat stuff.
Yeah.
So don't sugarcoat shit this way, because no matter how much you sugarcoat, it's still gonna stink.
Right.
So just tell me what it is, and we can deal with it. And then my son would have to be my second one, because he's very friendly, very outgoing, very creative. Musically, he played every instrument there was to play, and creative. He draws murals.
Oh, nice.
Different buildings in New Orleans. He have murals all over the city. So, but yeah, he very smart. But I just want him to have a lot more common sense. And he's about to be 27, and I'm like, you have to know that people are not always for you.
Right.
You know, because people tend to run over him, because he's always thinking about everything being literal. You know, he's a literal thinker. And I said, Tony, everything is not literal, so you're going to have problems if you don't let that go. You know, as a man, you're going to have problems if you don't let that go. So, we'll see. But yeah, I got 3 children. They're all different. But the 13-year-old, she's a character.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So last question.
Okay.
If you, which you probably will write another book and someone asked you today, what would the title of that book be? What would you say?
The title of the book is called Memphis Jewelry, a cougar tale, Lust versus Love, and it'll be out February 11, 2018.
So it's already in the making.
I should have them available at Cupid's Buy Burlesque. It's an erotic story.
Nice.
Erotic May-December love story.
I was going to say, is it May, December?
Yes, it is.
So now that it's making me, so tell me what it is about the young guys, and then we'll be done.
Young guys, I've experienced younger guys. They are loyal. I've never had a experience with a young guy who wasn't loyal, because I tell them again, tell me what it is, and we're gonna go from there. Now, I mean, you know, you could play games if you want. You know, as they say, I don't know if I could say they play pussy, get fucked.
Yeah.
You could play games if you want. But I'm the kind of woman, I will have your ass looking for train tracks to lay on and wait for a train to come. I'm not about to play with you. So, and just honest. They've been honest with me. I've had great experiences with young men. I don't know.
That says
but a lot of people, somebody was on another show, and somebody said, "Oh, you just with a young man for the stamina." I said, "Nah." Well, yeah, maybe, but nah.
Right.
They, the ones I've dealt with, I mean, just 100 with me.
Nice.
100 with me. No problems whatsoever. My girlfriends are jealous. They're like, well, how you get these young men? How you convince them to be good to you? I said, I don't convince them. You cannot convince people to be good to you. If y'all stop thinking in that term of convincing somebody to be good to you, then you might prosper. I ain't convincing nobody to be good to me at all. Because, you know, I'm going to give it. What you give me is what I'm going to give you tenfold. And I could look up longer than any man could look down. So we could play this game if y'all want to. You know, men can't look down with what? Maybe 30 minutes if they real good, you know what I'm saying? I could look up all night long. While you sleeping. So I just trying to be honest with people. And yeah, I like young men. I haven't came across one that's, I guess, as people say, disloyal or thuggish or want to beat you up. No, I haven't experienced that yet.
Okay.
And I don't think I will.
I don't think so.
No.
Nice.
Because I'm like, if I'm old as your mama, guess what? I'll punch you in your throat. And once I punch you in your throat, I ain't got no use for you no more, because then I look at you as a child versus maybe my partner. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking for longevity. Sometimes people go in a relationship looking for longevity. I'm not. If it wind up being good and lasts a little longer, then fine. But I've done longevity. 17 years and 10 years. That's 27 years. I'm 46. Half of my life, I was looking for longevity. It didn't work. So I'm taking relationships one step at a time. That's what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's good information. Well, my notion for today is something that she actually said to me this week, which was good to hear. And it's something that people should take advantage. And I had to learn this lesson. Beauty recognizes beauty. So the next time someone compliments you, accept that with love and return the favor. This has been Relationship Rhetoric. I'm your host, Unapologetically Angela. Peace, love, and enlightenment.
Love, sex, desire, drama, lovers, and the others. And we talk about it all here on Relationship